All right guys, welcome back to TCAV Disc Golf. For today, we're gonna be playing a casual round and I wanna be talking about 3 different phrases that help me go from being an MA2 player to playing 970 rated golf. I want you guys to be sure to remember to like and subscribe because they both greatly help. We're on the road to 200 subscribers right now, where I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, so be sure you're involved in that. So over the course of the last winter, there's been 3 things that I've either heard or had said to me that I feel like has greatly helped me improve my personal game. And I really want to share those 3 things because I feel like they help change my mindset to let me play a better golf game overall. And personally, I believe that your mental game in disc golf is about 40 or 50% of the game. You can throw great all you want, but you're still gonna have your tree hits, you're gonna have your missed putts, and that's okay. But these 3 things are gonna help you fight through those things and continue to play a solid round. The first phrase is actually great for this hole because we have this nice 260-foot par 3. It's this tight woody gap, and this phrase is probably the best thing that's ever helped me learn how to throw this shot. And the phrase that I'm referring to is that there's no trees, there's only gaps. And the fact of the matter is as many trees as you see there, there's still way more air there than there is trees. And if you're more focused on the trees than you are the air that you're trying to throw the Frisbee in, you're likely going to think about hitting a tree, and that's what's gonna happen. So if you focus on hitting the basket or focus on hitting the line that you are aiming for, you are 90% of the time going to be a better shot away from a birdie. I'm gonna give this shot a couple rips and kind of explain what goes through my head when I throw this shot and give you all an overall summary of why I think this phrase is so useful. Keep flipping. That shot fought about 70% of the way down the fairway, and I'm basically convinced that it was only because I was fixated on hitting my line. I could tell out of the hand that it was an early release, but anyway, I still threw the right disc, I had the right mindset, and I didn't worry about hitting trees, which is why I pushed that far. Now that was absolutely perfect. I looked at the line and I corrected myself based off of my first mistake. Now that was a slower disc, so it might not have carried as far as I would have liked the first disc to, but it was still an overall great shot in my feeling. This is a phrase that I really try to embrace when I'm playing a serious round as opposed to a practice round, because a practice round you're allowed to make mistakes. In a serious round, you have to be on your game at all times. So, phrase number 1, more gaps than trees. I would like to say that one of my biggest flaws in disc golf, and actually in sports in general, in life, is really a great way to put it, is I am a head case and I will get frustrated and I will get extremely pissed at how I am playing in the day. So I use these phrases to really lean on when I'm struggling in those moments, and I find a lot of success with them. So I actually have a note on my phone where I keep these written down, and I look at this note whenever I'm feeling a little less confident about how I might be performing in a tournament, and I will say it has saved me a lot of strokes. So, tip number 2, we're getting to right now. A major emphasis in disc golf is focusing on hitting your lines, and that goes the same thing for putting. So, phrase number 2 that I have for you guys that really helps me and really helps me focus on committing to my putts is to putt through the chains. Because in all honesty, you're never going to get to the chains if you're not going through them. So I really focus when I'm putting to putt past the basket and to putt through the chains to the point to where my hand is finishing in the chains and to the point to where the disc is always at basket height. So for example, if I'm putting from right here, I'm about 25 feet away from the basket. I'm looking straight at the middle of the chains and I'm focusing on putting straight through them. Now these baskets are absolute garbage, so I won't really get mad, obviously. But for example, if I were to putt again, that was a bad putt. But my main point here is that putting through the chains has really helped me to commit to getting height on my putt and getting a good, nice speed and consistent speed through my shot. All right, so the last phrase that I really lean on when I'm playing around a disc golf, that I might lean to when I'm feeling a little inconsistent or where I'm not trusting the shot that I'm throwing, is commit and submit. Now, I had a buddy tell me this a little while ago, It's really helped me propel myself in my shot so that I'm not really worried about the end result as long as I commit to exactly the shot that I mean to throw. For example, this hole is about 300 feet, and sometimes I feel like I can't really get there with the mid-range, let alone a slightly stable mid-range. So I have to think about, do I want to disc up or do I want to stay with my main putter, main mid-range? Either way, I have to commit to that shot, knowing that if I throw this, I have to throw it full power and I have to throw it straight at the basket, or I have to throw this a little softer and let it hyzer in. So I can throw both these shots and throw both shots fairly consistently, but it's just down to how I feel in the moment. So commit and submit. Now obviously you'll really be in the mindset in tournament to the point to where you won't be worrying about these phrases. These phrases are things that I repeat to myself every day in practice, every time I go out and throw, because if I don't commit to a shot, if I don't commit to a putt and I don't focus on my line, I'm never going to throw the shot that I hope to throw. So I hope these 3 things help you guys as much as they helped me. I feel like a 70% better disc golfer because I believe myself and I believe in these phrases. And I hope you guys can rehearse them on the course a little bit, figure out your game. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe.